to the Ashland Community Kitchen Telethon on Kool TV. Tonight we'll be asking you to make pledges to help the Ashland Community Kitchen feed the less fortunate this holiday season. You can call 606-920-9565 or 1-800-551-1057. We'll be telling you more about the Ashland Community Kitchen and what it offers, and we'll have live music throughout the program. Tonight's telethon is made possible through donations by Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, Kentucky Farmers Bank, Border Sporting Goods, Primary Plus Healthcare, Fields Flowers, Citizens Bank of Kentucky, Lewis Family Care, Tri-State Pawn and Jewelry, the Ashland YMCA, and City National Bank. Now, here are your co-hosts for tonight's Ashland Community Kitchen Telethon, Judy Jennings and Ernie G. Anderson.
Hello and welcome to YouTube Live. It's our Ashland Community Kitchen Telethon till 8 o'clock tonight. I'm Ernie G. Anderson.
I'm Judy Jennings.
And we have Robert Ray, who's the director of the Community Kitchen. And Robert, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do there?
So since August, I have been the director of the Community Kitchen, taking on the role of, making sure that the community is fed, making sure that we have plenty of items in stock for our clients to come in, have 3 hot meals a day.
So you do breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Our breakfast is served from 8 to 9, Monday through Friday. On Friday, we do a bag lunch, and we usually do Little Caesars pizza. And then dinner we serve from 4:30 to 5:15 every day.
I'll take a pepperoni pizza right now.
Right.
We need you to call in with your donations. Our local number is 606-920-9565. Or if you want to call toll free, it's 800-551-1057. Now, we're going to find a video, I think, Robert, that was shot by our Ben Spicer.
Yeah, of course.
And see what's going on with the Community Kitchen.
We were just kidding.
We'll have that, as the kids say in the news department, we don't have that video right now, but we'll have it here in a moment. Now, tell us about what the Community Kitchen actually does with low-income folks. And there are qualifications. I mean, just, I couldn't walk off the street and say, yeah, I need a free meal.
Actually, yeah, you could.
Really?
Of course. The kitchen is not just for those that, are homeless or, down on their luck. The kitchen is actually for everyone. So Ernie, yes, absolutely. If you want to come in there and have a meal with us, absolutely, come on in.
Well, now, how do you get what we're seeing now? Who donates this?
A lot of your local businesses. You have Longhorn, the Olive Garden donates a lot, Chick-fil-A, Starbucks, and then we also use the neighborhood, River Cities Harvest donates a lot. We have a lot of volunteers that come in, help us out, serve the meals.
And no one goes hungry is your slogan.
Absolutely.
And
See, Ernie, you could come in anytime.
Well, where is the kitchen located?
The kitchen is located on Carter Avenue. It's adjacent to the neighborhood building that's there. A lot of great benefits for those that are in need inside of that building. There's cares inside of there. There's pathways. We have a spot in the back where you can go and take a shower, get a haircut. There's just so many great things inside there.
That's impressive. And you've been doing this since, what, the 80s, is it? I know you haven't.
No, I have not.
You haven't, but I think it came around somewhere in the 80s.
Yeah.
In 83.
Yeah.
Residents of Boyd County and surrounding areas. And you've also reached out to other counties as well on occasion?
Yeah, occasionally we reach out to other counties to help them out. We get a lot of, once a month we get a shipment from United Way. It's a great program for everyone. So I think that, the stigma behind, people just kind of assuming that it's just a place for somebody that's homeless or somebody that may be addicted or, that has some mental health issues. I think that's the biggest stigma that we're trying to break.
Yeah, and that's what I thought, because from what I read, it just sounds like, you have to really be down and out on your luck. But if you're in need, you can provide.
Absolutely.
Providing you have the stuff to do it. Now, of course, you need to donate. We'd love to have your phone calls. We can take your check. And you see on your screen, the numbers are 606-920-9565. That's local. Or if you're out of town, 800-551-1057. Now, let me, before we introduce the sheriff of this great county, who's seated next to me, why don't we take a break, and we'll come back with more of, hopefully, your donations. We want to hear those phones ring. 800-551-1057, the local number, 606-920-9565, locally and toll-free, as we told you. And a lot of great folks you'll see across the screen have helped us out with this telethon. Now we need your help, so please give us a call. Right now we're going to take a break, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return,
Refresh,
Refuel.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Border Sporting Goods has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders also has baits in every size and style with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
When you need to say happy birthday, get well, thinking of you, or any other special occasion, say it with flowers from Fields Flower Shop in Ashland and Grayson. Fields Flower Shop can also take care of your sympathy needs, and they carry a nice selection of silk flowers, balloons, and fruit baskets. And they have provided quality service since 1920. Call 606-324-2184. That's 606-324-2184. Fields Flower Shop in Ashland and Grayson.
And welcome back to our Community Kitchen Telethon here for the great city of Ashland. We are pleased to have the Sheriff of Boyd County here with us, Jamie Reese. And Sheriff, tell us what you want to tell us about the Community Kitchen and what work you folks are doing there in the Sheriff's Office.
Well, thanks first off for having me, but I think the community outreach program, which they've got, that I'm just now getting somewhat familiar with, dedicates a lot of resources to our people in our community about giving back and making sure they don't go without a meal. And anything that the sheriff's office can do or that any of our members of our department can do to try to help that cause out, we're behind it. We got to take care of our community, the people that are homeless and the people that are having rough times. They may not have somebody else to look up to for guidance or some kind of assistance and help, and that's what we're here for. And that's one of the greatest things about living in this city and this community. Despite hard times, our community always stands behind one another when it comes to providing stuff for our residents as well as people that stop by to visit our area. So anything we can do, tonight I wanted to really come out and just challenge my coworkers, my family and friends to please extend some donations. We don't matter what it is, just to help this great cause out so that we can continue to provide this service for these folks. Like I said, it's a great thing to know that nobody in our area goes without a meal.
Yeah.
So anything we can do to help push that drive and make it continue to be a success, that's what we're willing to do.
I
So
see your YouTube posts from where you're always out and about patrolling and so forth, and you've probably come upon some situations where people need help.
they do. And that was one of my big things when I ran, is I really wanted to give back to our community, because our community's always supported law enforcement. And I believe as we've turned into different times with different types of calls, it's important to have that police presence, not only in every area. You can't just focus it on one. You need to be out in every area. The rural parts of the county who might not have had that presence before, I've tried to drive that message home. Not only even myself, when I get out there, I want to make sure that people see us in those neighborhoods, knowing that they can come to us with any kind of needs that they might have, concerns. It's amazing to me the information you can pick up just by driving through a neighborhood and speaking with people who are out. And, they appreciate the presence, and it goes a long way with them as well. So I'm really community driven. I believe that's what it's all about. That's what the people elected me to do, is to get out here in the community and be involved, not just with the law enforcement role, but just like this evening. I believe it's important to get out and do other things in addition to my job to see that we have the best that we can provide for our citizens.
That's great. That's wonderful. Anything else you want to add?
Just hope that everybody will call in, and like I said, there's on the screen where you can actually is it QRT? Is that what it's called? You can, QR code that you can donate and just help these people continue to do what they've been doing, and that's provide a great service for the people who need to have food, and make sure that they've got resources they can continue to live their life the best way that they can. So.
Yeah, for a dinosaur like me, do you just hold your phone up to the Venmo code there and
You just bring the camera up
and do
you
that?
just scan it.
And
Yeah, it's really
scan it?
Yeah,
That's
you
amazing.
Just walk up to it like you're going to take a picture.
Yeah, so if you can't make it in here, or that's much easier for you, please do that, because that's how we help, and that's how you folks help other folks that are in need. And I know a lot of the big corporations around the area, Marathon in particular, and we have one of their guys here who's going to sing for us, Griffin Mason, here in just a bit. And Judy, you want to add anything? I noticed they last year. Take a look. Tell the folks what last year in December what Ashland Community Kitchen did.
December the 12th last year, the Ashland Community Kitchen was blessed to give away hundreds of turkeys and hams to people in need. It served 576 homes, which is just truly amazing. And they accounted for 2,099 people.
That wouldn't otherwise have.
Right. So we are hoping that we can beat that and be able to serve more people.
And I noticed they tell us for $1, they can serve meals in need. So you don't have to give 10,000. Well, if you'd like to, we'll take it. But any amount you can give, and we're going to, do a little like the old Jerry Lewis Labor Day Telethon. We don't have the big fancy thing, but Dickie Tiller will be running in. I pray you kids don't have to see that, but he'll be running in with a total from time. You don't want to see that, and he'll come with his big sign and all, which is a little freaky. But nonetheless, we love our Dickie Tiller. And he does great work as well. So Griffin Mason is going to sing for us. And Sonia Newman will be with us as well. And and we'll see what Griffin has up his sleeve. An employee. Now, you're like a big shot at Marathon or what?
Not really.
No,
not really.
Just
So I work with Marathon Petroleum's Marine Division up in Catlettsburg. I've been blessed to be with the company for almost 17 years, and something that we're very passionate about is supporting the community kitchen. Rob mentioned the United Way. I actually sit on the United Way board of directors for United Way of Northeast Kentucky, so I get to see the involvement that our community has and the community kitchen has through a couple different lenses. And I know from the Marathon side, we have a couple employees that are active down there a couple times every week, and then we also try to assign one of our departments, a month to say, hey, this is operations, this is your month. Maintenance, this is your month. And to try to get people out and volunteer and serve meals. And it's a humbling experience. It's also, I know from my experience there, it's one of the easiest places to volunteer at. So not only are there opportunities to provide, like we're trying to raise some money here this evening, but also to get out and help, you literally walk through the front door, wash your hands, and go to work. There's not a whole lot else involved there. So I encourage everybody out there that may be watching or listening this evening to donate. You know, they mentioned the phone numbers that you can call that are on your screen. Also the Venmo QR code that makes that even easier. But also I challenge you to get involved with the Community Kitchen, learn more about what they do to give back, and get out there and roll your sleeves up and volunteer with them as well. So.
All right, so you're going to sing us a couple, 2 or 3 songs?
Yeah, I'll start with one. This is a brand new song of mine. I wrote it literally just last week.
Wow.
It might still be a little rough around the edges, but I lived in northern Ohio for about 4 years and then moved back to Kentucky. So this song is called Back to Kentucky. Driving along southbound on Highway 23, sitting on a bench seat. Oh, it's just my baby and me. We just crossed the Portsmouth, coming across the bluegrass line. I realized that I'd been gone for too much time. Take me back to the bluegrass. Take me back where I once roamed. Take me back to Kentucky. 'Cause it's a state I call home. Country music highway cuts right through my hometown. Listen to those old songs anytime when I feel down. I play all the sad ones, or the ones that lift me up high. Some will tear your heart out, oh, and some might tell a lie. But take me back to the bluegrass. Take me back where I once roamed. Take me back to Kentucky. It's a state I call home.
TV bothering you?
Oh, it's a state I call home. I made it down to Pikeville after watching all those signs. But some are still with us, oh, and some have said goodbye. Take me back to the bluegrass. Oh, take me back where I once roamed. Oh, take me back to Kentucky. 'Cause it's a state I call home. Take me back to the bluegrass. Take me back where I once roamed. Take me back to Kentucky. It's a state I call home. It's a state I call home.
Nice, very nicely
Thank you.
done. Now I'm going to play the part of Simon Cowell. That's a yes for me.
It's a yes for me.
Yes, for me too.
Thank you. You guys are easy.
Sheriff? Yeah, exactly. Yay!
You give me a ride in the back of your car, maybe?
And with a police escort.
Yeah, that's
there you go.
better.
Now you wrote that one.
I did.
And do you normally write all your own stuff, or do you?
I don't. I mean, I play a lot around here, really just as a way to kind of turn work off and just kind of do something different for a couple of hours. And so if I play, I'm usually playing 6 or 8 of my own songs, and the rest of them are anywhere from old country to rock to a little bit of bluegrass and everywhere in between.
Play some Skinner.
Oh, yeah. I get that. Freebird, right?
Freebird. You got another one for us?
Yeah, I'll do another one for you. So this is a song, I wrote this song a couple years ago. It's about a guy that I knew a long time ago. I met this guy back in probably the early 2000s, and I always thought he had a very interesting outlook on life. He was the first person I can ever remember saying you only live once. So that always kind of stuck out to me. This song's called Mr. Flowers. Mr. Flowers, only met him once, and I can still hear his words today. You said you only live once, you don't know how long you stay. I've been trying to get out harder than ever before. I had about enough, I ain't coming back no more. Oh, I don't know where I'm going, ain't sure just where I've been. All I can think about are the words I heard from him. He said, don't just plan for the day when you're gone. You got one life to live, so live on. Well, he loaded up a boat, heading south for the weekend. He's gonna spend a little time with some good old long-lost friends. They're crushing some cans and holding some hands and raising a little bit of hell. Loving the life and everybody else can tell. Oh, I don't know where I'm going, ain't sure just where I've been. All I can think about are the words I heard from him. He said, don't just plan for the day when you're gone. You got one life to live, so live on. But he was out on the lake on a sunny day back in '95. He was running around like he'd done 1,000 times. Over time had passed, some folks went to sea. On that water was the last place that flowers would be. Oh, I don't know where I'm going, ain't sure just where I've been. But all I can think about are the words that I heard from him. He said, don't just plan for the day when you're gone. You got one life to live, so live on. Oh, I don't know where I'm going, ain't sure just where I've been. But all I can think about are the words that I heard from him. He said, don't just plan for the day when you're gone. You got one life to live, so live on. Mr. Flowers, only met him once, and I can still hear his words today. Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you very much.
Now, can you hang with us for a couple minutes?
Sure.
We're going to take a break.
Absolutely.
And we'll have one more from you or two, whatever you want to do. 920-9565, where no one goes.
To the next step. The Citizens Bank of Kentucky ATM will accept your deposits, and you can deposit cash and checks at the same time.
Citizens Bank of Kentucky, the right bank for your life.
At Tri-State Pawn and Jewelry, not only do we have the best deals, but we also make your purchases easy and convenient with our no-fees layaway program.
No fees?
Just 10% down, 10% monthly payments for 10 months on any item in our store, excluding new handguns. Tri-State Pawn and Jewelry offers this fantastic layaway program at all 3 of our locations: 4250 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, 519 4th Avenue, Huntington, 522 29th Street, Huntington. Visit Tri-State Pawn and Jewelry today. Quality jewelry for less. Much less. Whether you're looking for your dream home or interested in better rates and terms for your existing one, City National Bank's experienced mortgage lenders can help you find the product that fits your needs, like City's Champion Mortgage, which offers no down payment, no private mortgage insurance, and low closing costs, which lets you save your cash. It's available on adjustable rate mortgages only. Stop by any of our 7 local offices in Greenup, Russell, downtown Ashland, Walmart, KDMC, Cedar Knoll, and Grayson. Or to find a branch near you, log on to bank@city.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Lewis Family Care on Midland Trail in Ashland is board certified. Family medicine, primary care clinic, accepting new patients. If it's osteopathic, manipulative therapy you need, see Dr. Matthew T. Lewis, D.O. For other family medical needs, see Eilena Boggs, PRN. Call 606-928-7755 for the caring, professional, board certified medical practitioners at Lewis Family Care, your primary care clinic, 6572 Midland Trail Road, Ashland. That's 606-928-7755. The Coffee Dock is now open at the Ashland YMCA. You asked for it, we delivered. The Coffee Dock at the Ashland YMCA is open Monday through Friday, 5:30 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday 1 to 8. All kinds of delicious flavors with healthy options and food specials. That's the Coffee Dock, open now at the Ashland YMCA, 5:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday, Saturday 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday 1 to 8. Plus, the YMCA gym is open 24/7. No excuses.
Hey, we're back. And I wanted to talk about the meal for Thanksgiving that they have planned to have. And it's going to be great. They have turkey and dressing, mashed potatoes and gravy, green beans, mac and cheese, sweet potatoes, rolls, apple pie, cherry pie, sweet tea, coffee, Coke. But this is all on Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. So you have a chance to go there and eat and dine and then possibly go back someplace else on Thursday. So it's really great. And the Raceland football team, which is my school, but I went to school there, will be serving. So it's a great opportunity. They also have fruit cocktails. And it's from 12 to 3 on 11/22.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing with our especially around the holidays is we like to try to have enough volunteers there so that we can actually have the guests come in so that they don't have to line up as like cafeteria style. So we like them to come in and then we actually will just serve them.
Nice.
So that they kind of have that home feel. We're gonna have the kitchen decorated by the 7th this coming week, so that they can start to feel that home feeling.
And again, the date of this and the time.
It's 11/22. It'll be November the 22nd from 12 to 3. So that day we'll serve a hot breakfast, which will kind of push our meal times a little later because usually we start serving at 11:30. So we'll push our meal times, a half an hour later, but we'll serve for 3 straight hours. We'll also have to-go containers if you want to come down. Ernie, Judy, you guys are more than welcome to come down.
Sheriff?
Grab you a meal, Sheriff. Come down. Grab you a meal and take it with you if you want.
Now, where do you get the food and all this?
So right now we have 20 turkeys in our freezer.
Oh, nice.
So honestly, they were there when I got there. So I'm unsure. Maybe it was for marathon. But, we have 20 turkeys in our freezer right now just waiting.
That's terrific. A giving, loving community, Sheriff. I know you can attest to that as we sort of talked about that earlier. And we're looking for donations now, folks. So call the numbers on your screen, 800-551-1057, or if you're local, 606-920-9565. Sheriff? challenge somebody.
I think I'm gonna have to challenge our area sheriffs here and the neighboring counties. I know at the sheriff's conference we've got a motto: "No sheriff stands alone." So I'm gonna need your help and this support to drive this community event to keep it rolling. So I challenge each of you all, if you're listening, just send us some donations and help us the best that you can.
Absolutely. And of course, you got the Venmo QR code on the screen that you can look at and put your camera up there and take pictures and donate that way. Now, Griffin, with Marathon Oil, we talked about him earlier, and he sang a couple songs for us. Tell us more about Marathon's involvement in not only with this, but in the community.
Yeah, we try to support most of all local nonprofits where we can, not just in the Ashland area, but I would say in the tri-state area. Between the refinery and then where I'm at in the Marine Division, we have a combined almost 1,200 employees if you roll in some contractors with that as well. So obviously they don't all just live in the Ashland and Catlettsburg and Russell areas. They really represent West Virginia, Ohio, and Kentucky. So trying to reach across and support as much as we possibly can. This time of year, obviously that ratchets up a little bit, not just with monetary donations and things like that, but really trying to get our people out and sell Christmas trees and those types of things, trying to make sure we really pump up our volunteers this time of year, because there's so much that really needs to get done and so much that really doesn't get done. We're here to talk about the community kitchen, obviously, but I think every group in the tri-state like that can always use additional funding, can always use additional volunteers, just about at all times. So.
Well, good. And this is your chance to give by calling one of those numbers or paying through Venmo. So please do that. We'll only be on until 8 o'clock, so we need all the support we can get for this extremely worthy cause for folks in the tri-state. And I've found from being in this business 102 years that the tri-state especially is a loving, giving group of people. And now, Griffin, you got one more song for us.
I'll do one more. Before I do that, one thing I wanted to mention, this past Labor Day was the inaugural Kentucky Derby that benefited the neighborhood in Ashland, and that was something that we were really fortunate enough from the Marathon Marine side to get to be a part of. So we got to use a couple of our towing vessels, a couple of our small response vessels, set up kind of a lane right there near the Catlettsburg boat ramp, launch. I forget exactly how many ducks. I know we planned for 10,000 ducks. It wasn't quite 10,000 ducks, but we learned some things. I think it was a great event, and definitely learned some things to make it even better next year and hopefully get even more support. I do think the kitchen was about a $1,700 recipient of that.
Yeah, we earned about $1,700 back from that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Nice.
So,
great job.
Yeah, pretty awesome event, especially
At any point during the duck thing, did anybody sing Disco Duck or Rubber Ducky?
Rubber Ducky was
Ducky.
It was usually referred to as the Rubber Ducky race. So Kentucky Derby, as it was, we got to work on that.
Rubber Ducky.
So
being Ernie's namesake from Sesame Street. Rubber Ducky. All right, one more song from.
Do one more song. This
Griffin.
is my favorite kind of music is traditional country music. That's kind of what inspired this song. This is a song I wrote probably in about 2003 or 4, so it's an old song of mine. But gonna play that one. It's called "In My Shoes." Won't you make these days my life? Please go away. Won't you just show me a good day? It's been all this way ever since the start. Sometimes you gotta listen to your own heart. Walk down the road with me in my shoes. Take away all my heartaches, all my blues. Won't you let me just be who I am and who I like to be? You say this is the way it is. This is the key. I've been led on before, but I don't think it's right. Won't you listen to me for once? Make that tonight. Well, 'cause good things happen to those who put it on the line. Won't you turn me loose right now? Quit wasting my time. Walk down the road with me in my shoes. Take away all my heartaches, all my blues. Won't you let me just be who I am and who I'd like to be? You say this is the way it is. This is the key. You say this is the way it is. Here is your key.
Griffin Mason, nice job.
Thank you all very much.
And thank you for the great music and all that Marathon does for our area. And we're going to take another quick break here. We'll be back. Now, the sheriff of Boyd County has issued a challenge to all you folks in law enforcement to donate. And if you donate and you would like for us to mention it on the air here, we'll certainly do that. So let folks know that perhaps you can challenge somebody when you call in. You might be from a business that would challenge other businesses. It's always a great way to get other folks. So we'll take a break and we'll be right back after this.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pop and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Border Sporting Goods has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders also has baits in every size and style with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
When you need to say happy birthday, get well, thinking of you, or any other special occasion, say it with flowers from Fields Flower Shop in Ashland and Grayson. Fields Flower Shop can also take care of your sympathy needs, and they carry a nice selection of silk flowers, balloons, and fruit baskets. And they have provided quality service since 1920. Call 606-324-2184. That's 606-324-2184. Fields Flower Shop in Ashland and Grayson.
Hey. Are we well?
We are back.
We're back, and we have some donations that have come in, and I wanted to talk about that for just a minute. We had Eddie Osmond, who's donated $25. He's from Flatwoods. We have Roger Hutchinson. He has donated $100, and he's listening to this from Daytona Beach. So then we have Andy Anonymous.
Andy.
Andy Anonymous.
Today,
Anonymous. $250, a one-time gift, which is awesome. And we have a donation from the Judy Tiller Ministry Program, and it's $100 for that. And then we have Leaf Clark. We have $50 from Leaf Clark.
Leaf's a great guy.
And Dickie Tiller. And Dickie Tiller donated his $50. So,
And I think he challenges all of us to help as well.
All
which
Kool TV broadcasters.
we will certainly take that. Now, if you would rather be anonymous, that's fine. But if you want to have your name on our telethon between now and 8, we'd be glad to announce that. And any amount you give, even if it's $5 or $10, whatever. Or if you're in town, stop by the studio and donate that way. Yeah,
that's great.
That'd be great. Sonia Newman's coming up. She's, what a songbird. She's always helped us out with a lot of great stuff here at Kool Hits 105.7. And she's helping us out with the telethon, our inaugural Ashland Community Kitchen telethon. I've noticed that Carter Avenue is all decorated with Christmas decorations because Winchester is under construction, so they can't have the Christmas parade on Winchester. So coming over to Carter. So there you go. If you're driving down Carter,
When
do we
light those?
Yeah.
When they go live?
That's a good question.
Usually before Thanksgiving.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they're going to put them up here on Winchester. The city workers do a great job in Ashland on all that stuff, putting them up, taking them down, making everything festive. And what else is going on? We need you to call 606-920-9565 or 800-551-1057. This is, I don't know about you, Judy, but this is my inaugural learning period about the community kitchen.
Yes, I've actually volunteered for the community kitchen before, but they've changed a lot since I was doing that. And we have a new director, and I think there's a lot going on with, I mean, it's much more going on now than there was back when I did it. But I love the place. I love all of it. And I'm hoping that listeners will tune in and donate money and recognize that it is a great cause.
Now, Robert, do you do, I've read somewhere you did employment-based training.
Yeah, so they're inside of the dressing room. They actually have what's called like this business corner where you can go in, get, a nice outfit, and it's free, obviously. Go and get a nice outfit. And then any of us, I mean, I think all of the directors that are inside of the building try to be as present to the clients there as possible. So I think that we all have we all have a great combined skill set where we can help the clients along, maybe even sit down and do a mock interview with them. Just try to be, I mean, because I think that a lot of times what happens is we get so caught up in life that we forget that, all these clients that are coming in there, they're human. And they get, into this bad headspace or whatever, and they just want someone to talk to. They just want someone to listen to them. They just want someone to maybe not necessarily help them monetarily, but they just want somebody to help them.
And
I mean, I think that we do a lot of community engagement with some of maybe people that you pick up. I mean, I have several workers right now that are doing a work release program. Some of them come in with 20 hours. Some of them may come in with 150 hours. I mean, I think I've got a couple of people there now that they have almost, a year's worth of community service that they need to do.
So Sheriff, tell us more about that.
Well, a lot of them are just looking for that support. I think it really focuses around having some sort of support outside of the circle, or maybe a bad decision or a bad choice that they've made. And looking for another opportunity to be given. You know, I think a lot of times these people are in the mindset, well, you know what, I made a bad choice and now it's affected me and followed me. But if you give them another opportunity to work with them, you might be able to save them to bring them back out to where they can be a productive member in a workforce. But you know, you got to have the resources and the people willing to do that. And I think that's what's good about this program is it allows people to come in and have that outside support, not only to feed them, but they have somewhere where they can go to that they know somebody's willing to listen and maybe guide them in the right direction to get them back on track. So a lot of positive things with the work program. And, you know, it's not 100% successful, but those that do, you know, nothing's 100% anyhow. It gives them another opportunity that they might not have had before. And it lets them know that people do care and they are willing to want to help them despite what they may have done or what they're going through. And I think just having the opportunity to do that presents itself with a great thing to let them move forward.
And I've found that many times when people get, when let's say you've taken them off the street, so to speak, they become productive members of society, and then they can help the community kitchen that help them get started.
Yeah, I mean, you know, case in point, the inside of the kitchen, you know, we actually have a kitchen manager, Desiree, and she was on the other side of that counter at one point, and now she runs a very successful kitchen.
Now, if you're watching worldwide with YouTube TV, Kool TV on YouTube, Judy and I have dressed up for the occasion, and I'm going to stand up so I don't pull my microphone off.
Ernie might be
And you
dressed up a
see,
lot more than I
I have my Santa pants on. Plus, kids, look at this. I have little snowman socks. If that isn't worth a donation, I don't know what is. Come on.
Exactly.
I've dressed up for the occasion, and I love it. Love being able to provide this opportunity to for an outreach for those that are less fortunate. I know my church, where I go in Cabell County, always does great things for the community, and this Ashland Community Kitchen has done some marvelous things already in the past, and they've been around since '83, so this is their 40th year, come to think of it. Wow. I don't know how many folks have come through there that might even call us, and we've got folks answering the phones and say, hey, they helped me, I'm thankful, whatever. And again, if you want to pledge, Judy, give them the numbers there on the screen or the Venmo.
The numbers are 606-920-9565 or 800-551-1057, or as he just said, you can hold up your phone to the Venmo and it'll take you right there so you can make a donation.
Technology. What will we do without it? What will we do without it? We need to take one more break here, and we'll let Griffin go if he has to go. You have to go? All right. Wife and kid are waiting for him. And dinner's probably waiting for him. Or you can go to the community kitchen.
Already done. You missed it.
Yeah, you missed dinner.
So we'll take this break for this hour, and then we got Sonia Newman to sing coming up very shortly. Well worth the price of admission, kids. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
You hear the words banking convenience. Well, at Citizens Bank of Kentucky, we take it to the next step. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year with our new ATMs. To make a deposit, follow the easy steps. The Citizens Bank of Kentucky ATM will accept your deposits, and you can deposit cash and checks at the same time.
Citizens Bank of Kentucky, the right bank for your life.
At Tri-State Pawn and Jewelry, not only do we have the best deals, but we also make your purchases easy and convenient with our no-fees layaway program.
No fees?
Just 10% down, 10% monthly payments for 10 months on any item in our store, excluding new handguns. Tri-State Pawn and Jewelry offers this fantastic layaway program at all 3 of our locations: 4250 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, 519 4th Avenue, Huntington, 522 29th Street, Huntington. Visit Tri-State Pawn and Jewelry today. Quality jewelry for less, much less. Whether you're looking for your dream home or interested in better rates and terms for your existing one, City National Bank's experienced mortgage lenders can help you find the product that fits your needs, like City's Champion Mortgage, which offers no down payment, no private mortgage insurance, and low closing costs, which lets you save your cash. It's available on adjustable rate mortgages only. Stop by any of our 7 local offices in Greenup, Russell, downtown Ashland, Walmart, KDMC, Cedar Knoll, and Grayson. Or to find a branch near you, log on to bank@city.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Lewis Family Care on Midland Trail in Ashland is board certified. Family medicine, primary care clinic, accepting new patients. If it's osteopathic, manipulative therapy you need, see Dr. Matthew T. Lewis, D.O. For other family medical needs, see Eileen Boggs, PRN. Call 606-928-7755 for the caring, professional, board certified medical practitioners at Lewis Family Care, your primary care clinic, 6572 Midland Trail Road, Ashland. That's 606-928-7755. The Coffee Dock is now open at the Ashland YMCA. You asked for it, we delivered. The Coffee Dock at the Ashland YMCA is open Monday through Friday, 5:30 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday 1 to 8. All kinds of delicious flavors with healthy options and food specials. That's the Coffee Dock, open now at the Ashland YMCA, 5:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday, Saturday 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday 1 to 8. Plus, the YMCA gym is open 24/7. No excuses.
And we welcome you back to the Ashland Community Kitchen Telethon here on Kool TV. Wake the kids, phone the neighbors, hang on to your wigs and keys, and please look at those phone numbers on your screen and donate, or use the Venmo QR code there to donate that way. And Judy, you and Robert were talking during the break about the entire neighborhood area, and tell us more about that.
Well, I was asking Robert about it because I haven't been there for quite a while, but I said it was a fascinating place to me because you could go there and get a haircut. If you needed a haircut for an interview or any place like that, you could go get a haircut.
They do
You could
things with hair
also
pieces.
you could also go back and learn how to cook and learn how to make meals for yourself.
Really?
You could do that. You had
That's
a clothing place where you could go and pick out an outfit. You want to have the best outfit to go that you could make a nice presentation with and pick up really nice clothing there. So to me, it was like a godsend to a lot of people to be able to elevate themselves to a different level. And I'd watch these guys borrow the bicycles and pedal over to Kroger's and get some groceries and come back. And, you know, it's just a place that they had a resource to go to. So I loved it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a community inside of there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and
exactly.
I think that,
It's like a village.
Sheriff, you speak about, community in general, and I think that inside of, the neighborhood in general, it's a huge community. Where they can go and get a meal, they can go and if they need assistance with SNAP benefits or whatever, they can get they can go to Clean Start and get a haircut, they can get a toothbrush, a nice hot shower.
That's right.
Amazing.
Right? Yeah, it's a one-stop shop. So I mean, and you know what, Sheriff, if you were even if you weren't down on your luck, guess what? You can still come there because that's the neighborhood, right? Anybody can come there. You stop in, you check in, you can spend a couple hours at the kitchen, you can get you an ID card, sign in, you got to scan the card in every time you come into the kitchen. But you get your card, you can donate a couple hours of, community service to me. We can get you a card and you can take advantage of all those resources.
And tell us again about the Thanksgiving meal the day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, the day before Thanksgiving. So we're going to do that from 12 to 3 on Wednesday, the 22nd. We'll have turkey and dressing, mashed potatoes and gravy, green beans, macaroni and cheese, sweet potatoes rolls, apple pies, cherry pies, sweet potato, no, just sweet tea, coffee. We'll have some Coke and Diet Coke. Whenever I was talking to, Desiree about, what we're going to do for Thanksgiving, I think that a lot of times the one thing that we don't get a lot of in the kitchen are like fruits and more so fruits. So we're going to do a fruit cocktail there. And then we'll also have the Raceland football team. Thank you, Coach Mike Sammons. Shout out to Mike Sammons. He's got the football team coming down to serve the guests.
So we encourage you to call those numbers because we need your help. All right, Judy, give us the numbers again there if you would, please.
You can call 606-920-9565 or 800-551-1057.
We got a lot of folks you see at the bottom of your screen
Yeah.
scrolling along that have helped us out
Already.
with the Ashland Community Kitchen, and we need your name, serial number, social security. No, we just need your name. If you'd love to donate, whatever amount. Don't feel like, oh, my $5 won't help. It will help.
Absolutely.
Any amount you can give, $1, $5, 10, whatever you can give. And we've already had challenges from the sheriff for the law enforcement in the area, other law enforcement to donate as well. We have folks standing by, or actually they're sitting by, manning the telephones so that when you call, we can get it on, and we'd love to announce it on the air if you want us to, or if you want to remain anonymous, that's fine as well. Now, we're in for another treat. We had Griffin Mason, of course, from Marathon, who's an incredible singer. I had no idea, but I know this lady because she has sung with us many times here during Christmas things we had at Kool Hits 105.7. And here on Kool TV, I think, would it be your Kool TV debut, perhaps? Oh, it's the Kool TV debut. So again, wake the kids, phone the neighbors. And her husband is a pastor, Gary, is here with her as well. Sonia, going to give us a couple of numbers, and God bless you, my sweet.
When peace like a river attend my way, and sorrows like sea billows roll, whatever my lot, Thou hast taught me to say, it is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul. My sin, oh, the grace of the glorious thought, my sin not in part, but the whole. He's nailed to the cross, and I bear it no more. Praise the Lord, oh my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. And Lord, haste the day when my faith shall be sight. The clouds be rolled back as a scroll. The trump shall resound, and the Lord shall descend. Even so, it is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well. It is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well. It is well with my soul. It is well. It is well with my soul.
Beautiful song.
Thank you.
One of my favorites. We sing that in our church. Now I'm going to turn your husband loose just for a minute while he's getting ready for the next one. Gary is a pastor of his church, and Gary, tell us about that, and maybe issue a challenge of your own. Just use that mic right there.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm pastor of Faith Baptist Church in Westwood. And we're a small church, but we're a faithful church. And I think all the pastors, I mean, we've got Jamie, about 250, 300 churches in Boyd County? For a small county, we got a lot of churches. And just think if all those pastors were to jump in and say, hey, look, I'm gonna contribute to this. How many people, I mean, every Sunday morning we go to feed the souls, but what if we jumped in and went a little bit extra and helped feed the people? And I think that's a no-brainer. So pastors, I challenge you. I absolutely challenge you to jump in on this.
And I also want to challenge the worship leaders. Since I am the worship leader of Faith Baptist Church, there's tons of worship leaders. Worship leaders out there, outdo your pastors. Outgive them.
Don't let that happen.
I say do.
All right, you have another song with us before we do another break.
Which one?
I've got my band with me, Gary. Hope you don't mind me doing, Christian songs for this event, but these are songs that mean something to me.
Yes, absolutely.
It's not what I prayed for. It's not what I want. It's not something I understand. My circumstances seem so confusing. I'm placing it all in your hands. Your ways are higher than mine. I want mountains to move, but you want me to climb. So I'm gonna trust your work, your will, and your time. Your ways are higher than mine. Oh. One day I'm sure I will look back and marvel at how you knew best all along. You see from heaven, you know it's the hard times that make my faith steady and strong. Your ways are higher than mine. I want mountains to move, but You want me to climb, so I'm gonna trust your work, your will, and your time. Your ways are higher than mine. When I start to doubt, help me believe somewhere so far above me. Your ways are higher than mine. I want mountains to move. You want me to climb. So I'm gonna trust your work, your will, and your time. Oh, your ways are so much higher than mine. Your ways are higher than mine. Oh.
Beautiful, Sonia.
Thank you.
We're going to have you hang tight for one more song in just a little bit. You see the numbers on the screen there. The local number here, right in Ashland, 606-920-9565. Judy, the toll-free number?
800-551-1057.
I had a lady ask me, my sweet Gayleen, who works with the Operation Christmas Child Shoebox Ministry that goes all throughout the tri-state. She said, where can I send a check? So I checked with the boss, and he says to make it out to Ashland Community Kitchen and either bring it here or mail it here, and we'll see that they get it. And we're, of course, at 1524 Winchester Avenue in Ashland, 41101 if you want to mail it. If you want to stop by with a donation, even now, please do that. We'd love to see you. You want to do some more before we go to our break? Do some more folks that have given?
We have Pete Griffith, and he donated $100. He's from Ashland, Kentucky. We have Linda Tiller and Lilise Hale, and they donated $20. And of course, Dickie Tiller has donated $50 and challenged all his Kool TV broadcasters to match it.
Well.
So we still have Roger Hutchinson with 100 and an anonymous for 250, and then we have
That was Andy Anonymous, right?
Andy Anonymous.
Andy Anonymous.
Andy Anonymous.
Andy. Thank you, Andy.
And we have Eddie Osmond for 25, and the Judy Tiller Ministry Program for 100, and Leaf Clark for $50.
So, folks, we thank you thus far. We've got less than an hour now, so we need you to call in, call those numbers, use the Venmo QR code there on your screen, and donate for this incredible, worthy cause of the Community Kitchen here in Ashland. I had no idea the outreach of that, Robert.
Yeah.
It's just, it's
Amazing.
unbelievable.
It is. I mean, right there in the backyard.
Now, how long have you been involved, and what did you do before?
So I've been the director of the Community Kitchen for probably 2 months now. Jeremy, come on in here, Jeremy.
Come on in.
No, come on. No, come on.
Too late now, Jeremy.
Jeremy,
Come
you're
on in.
already, I already called you out.
Come on.
Sit with you.
Yeah, of course you can sit with me. This is the Kool Kid table.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you? This is Jeremy Holbrook. He's actually the director of the neighborhood. Can you get in here?
Oh,
Talking about
Oh my
the bus,
gosh.
yeah.
We've been talking about you.
well, I was just catching a little bit of it, man.
All right,
You guys
well-
are doing great.
Thank you. Do you want to say some more about the neighborhood?
Well, first of all, we're excited about tonight being for the Ashland Community Kitchen and the amazing work they're doing. I'm so glad that he's here with us. He's got off to a great start over the last month and a half, 2 months.
Thank you.
Do I need this? Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Keep them calling. All right. So, man, what a great night, guys. I've been watching from home. I've got my boys with me. I've been doing some training today online, commissioner stuff. But let me tell you, it's unique what hunger can do to somebody. And it's amazing what doors can be open when you meet the needs. It may just start with a meal, but that meal turns into a conversation. That conversation turns into growth. That growth turns into healing.
And so what you may think is a simple breakfast actually becomes a way for someone to get away from addiction. And I'm very proud, very thankful for the hard work that the Community Kitchen and their board and their volunteers and their staff do, because we're actually seeing people go from just walking in and needing food to getting the needs met that can make them whole. And I think that's our overarching strategy at the neighborhood is now we want to measure success by the number of people who no longer need our services. We don't want them just coming in day to day for the stuff that we give out, even though that stuff is important and it's stabilizing the clothes and the food and the support. But we want to see people become employable. We want to see them gain the dignity in their life, that worth that they can move from the daily needs to the daily we are community people. And I think they're just they're the first door that most people come into the neighborhood is the kitchen, because hunger is that first, that everyone has it every day. And so we're thankful that they can be that front line of healing is the Ashland Community Kitchen. So man, we're thankful, and everyone who's calling in, thankful for you guys. Wow. Change starts here, and you guys are a part of that. So thank you guys.
Jeremy, thanks.
My pleasure, dude. I'm proud of you.
Thanks, man.
Really.
Thank you. That's incredible. Now we do need to take another break. And when we come back from that break, we'll hear Sonia Newman again sing. And I was looking at something I had typed up. And this goes back to last year, but they were blessed to give away hundreds of turkeys and hams. They served nearly 600 homes, over 2,100 people. And for $1, they can serve a meal. So don't think that your $1 doesn't help, because it does. If that's all you have, kind of the widow's mite, Pastor over there will tell us about that. But just give what you can. City National Bank had a wonderful donation to fill up the pantry, nearly 2,000 items. So whatever you can give monetarily or bringing in cans of food or whatever, we would encourage that as well. But let's take another break, and we'll be right back, and we'll hear Sonia Newman with another beautiful song here on the Ashland Community Kitchen Telethon on Kool TV.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Border Sporting Goods has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders also has baits in every size and style with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
When you need to say happy birthday, get well, thinking of you, or any other special occasion, say it with flowers from Fields Flower Shop in Ashland and Grayson. Fields Flower Shop can also take care of your sympathy needs, and they carry a nice selection of silk flowers, balloons, and fruit baskets. And they have provided quality service since 1920. Call 606-324-2184. That's 606-324-2184. Fields Flower Shop in Ashland and Grayson.
And welcome back to our Ashland Community Kitchen, where no one goes hungry, but it goes beyond hungry. Judy and Jeremy, who's the director of the neighborhood, were talking during the break about everything else that goes on other than just feeding somebody. I mean, that's important. And you see people on the street all the time needing handouts, and you feel sorry for those folks, but there are opportunities for those folks to be able to get rehabbed and get back into society, Jeremy.
Yes, sir. So our mindset has got to go from the hand out to a hand up. It is our job, it's our responsibility, and it's our opportunity to help people move in healthier lives. And so I kind of think that employment's the nuclear weapon against poverty. And so if we can aim our mission around helping people become employable. So we're starting some classes to do some workforce development. Can we teach them soft skills, how to do a resume, a cover letter? And that's why our mail service is important at Clean Start. They can get mail there, because if you fill out an application, you need somewhere to go get it, the mail to send it out. And so that's important. But then conversations around the tables at the meals is very important. So we've got the table project starting in 24 in January. And so can we help people move? Because the truth is, we're blessed if we're sitting at this table right now, to be honest. But if we were to be honest, we're probably 3 or 4 or 5 really bad decisions away from needing the resources at the neighborhood, from needing the meals. So if I just dominoed some ugly things in my life over and over, I would need, if I had an, whatever. But I think those same people are probably 3 or 4 or 5 good relationships away from being where we are. And so if we can spot the negative, then we should surely figure out how to balance it on the other side.
So somebody perhaps watching us on Kool TV may know of someone that might need help, that has no idea what to do. And so they tell them where they go, and maybe this just initial help will be able to get them on a road to a better future.
And so physically, 2516 Carter Avenue, 3 meals a day is the first place, because hunger is the first thing we want to make sure you're not lacking, is that nutrition. But the programs that are at the neighborhood cares, that they are the hub of housing development in the 5Co area, and so they're the ones that have the access to where are apartments available. But then easy access on the website, the neighborhood-ashland.org. Easy place to get to. That's an easy place where you can volunteer, you can connect, you can get on the newsletters, the social media, even donate online, give online straight from there. But also volunteering, that's huge. If you just do the neighborhood-ashland.org and then volunteer or serve after that, it's always good to be part of something bigger than you.
Yeah.
And so you can serve at any of the agencies. And the most fulfilling thing I remember doing I just heard you I was driving on the way here listening to the football team from Raceland that's coming in. I used to coach middle school basketball, and we would do the meal the day before Thanksgiving. And when you serve people, it changes the trajectory of your conversations. And so I remember the parents of the basketball team saying, hey, our conversations at Thanksgiving was different because of how we served a couple of days before. Nice. We know what gratitude feels like. And that's another thing. We want to serve for the right reasons, not for how it makes us feel.
And the young people that may feel they have nothing to give, they really do. They can give it their time. Absolutely. And any age, I'm sure, teenager on up, would be able to utilize the services there to be able to volunteer.
Yeah, hunger knows no age.
Nope.
And service and serving knows no age. And so even when a young teenager smiles at one of the clients, it changes the molecules in the room. And so, encouragement goes a long way.
So we invite you again, Judy, again, the numbers.
Number 606-920-9565 or 800-551-1057.
All right, and we have some more folks that have donated.
Yes, we did. We have Dickie Martin.
Nice guy.
Dickie Martin donated $50.
Go Tomcats, you can say that.
It says go Tomcats.
Yes. Dickie, the voice of the Tomcats,
it says
of course.
that. Well, if you can get $50 from Dickie, you're doing great. Becky Foster from Rush Baptist Church, $25. Larry Foster from the same church, Rush Baptist, $25.
Pastor, your challenge is working.
I think that shout out worked, didn't it?
Yeah.
Nice.
So, and then we have a $50 from Jamie
Reels.
Reese, right here, sitting right there.
Jennings,
Yeah.
Jennings. Okay, our sheriff, yeah, it says right there, Boyd County Sheriff. So, hey, Jamie, thank you very, very much. That's awesome. So,
All right. So we got them all in there,
That's
and
all.
we'd be glad to announce your name as well. So make sure you give us a call at those numbers and donate whatever. It could be $1, could be if you want to donate anonymously. I don't want my name mentioned. That'll be fine as well. We'll be glad to add that to our total, and we'll give you a grand total here before we finish up tonight at 8 o'clock. But in the meantime, we have one more song here from the lovely, the talented Sonia Newman. And of course, her husband, the pastor, who will re-challenge again because that worked. Gary.
Yeah, pastors, come on.
All right, let's hear it.
That was a big jump, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's good.
I think I could have done better. Pastors, at least beat the worship leaders, please. Don't let them not get me.
The room grew still as she made her way to Jesus. She stumbles through the tears that made her blind. She felt such pain, some spoke in anger, heard folks whisper, there's no place here for her kind. Still on she came through the shame that flushed her face, till at last she knelt before his feet. And though she spoke no words, everything she said was heard as she poured her love for the master from her box of alabaster. And I've come to pour my praise on him like oil from Mary's alabaster box. Don't be angry if I wash his feet with my tears and I dry them with my hair. You weren't there the night he found me. You did not feel what I felt when he wrapped his love all around me. And you don't know the cost of the oil in my alabaster box. I can't forget the way life used to be. I was a prisoner to the sin that had me bound. I spent my days pouring my life without measure into a little treasure box I thought I'd found. Oh, until the day when Jesus came to me and he healed my soul with the wonder of his touch. Now I'm giving back to him all the praise he's worthy of. I've been forgiven, that's why I love him so much. And I've come to pour my praise on him like oil from Mary's alabaster box. So don't be angry if I wash his feet with my tears and I dry them with my hair. You weren't there the night when Jesus found me. You did not feel what I felt when he wrapped his loving arms around me. And you don't know the cost of the oil. No, 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 you don't know the cost of my praise. You don't know the cost of the oil in my alabaster box.
Beautiful. So, of course, we heard from Griffin Mason earlier, now Sonia Newman with beautiful hymns for us. And if that doesn't make you want to just reach deeply down into your pockets and give, I don't know what will. So Judy has been kind of keeping a running total for us here. And what do you have for us?
$875 plus a $1,000 donation from Big Sandy Superstores. So
$875 thus far, plus $1,000 from our good friend Robbie Van Hoos at the Big Sandy Superstore. Always a loving, giving man, and we appreciate him. The whole community appreciates him as well. So there's still time between now and we just got about a half hour left of the Ashland Community Kitchen Telethon. So please call those numbers, 606-920-9565 or 800-551-1057. And before we go to our next break, I want you gentlemen, start with you, Gary, to do a challenge again because it worked the last time. Some folks have challenged, you challenged, and some folks have responded.
Well, it's really important as pastors. One of the things we do is we give. We give of ourselves, we give the Word of God, and sometimes we have to give to people who need. And right now, it's a great opportunity for us to give to a cause that's feeding people that need to be reached for whatever reason, regardless of how they got there. They need that step. And that step is a way we can reach. And sometimes we reach with words, sometimes we reach with a hand, and sometimes we reach with our wallet. And this is a time where we can reach with our wallet. So I challenge all pastors. I don't care what denomination. I don't care what you look like. If you're, the guy who stands behind the podium with the little glasses, or if you're the shouting, preaching, snorting. I want all the pastors to reach into their wallet and give to this cause because it's a worthy cause. These are the people that need to be reached.
Thanks, Gary. And Sheriff Jamie Reese.
Just like to echo what Gary said. It's a very great cause. Anytime we can get involved and do something for our community, to feed them especially. Nobody should ever go hungry, as we've discussed that. That's we're going to work really hard to see that never happens in our area. And I just re-challenge my coworkers, my family, my friends, get out, give us some money, give us some support. I'd like to thank Sonia and Griffin for their time tonight, that they come and helped us, all the people that have donated, that are continuing to donate. This is not possible without the donations, the great volunteers that put in countless hours to make sure that these people are fed 3 times a day. Hats off. It's a team effort for everybody to make sure that this is a success. So let's continue to keep working in that direction to see what we can do to provide the best things that we can for the people in our area. So thank everybody for giving and all the people that have donated.
All right, we're going to take another break here, and when we come back, we'll remind you of the phone numbers, the Venmo on your screen, and we'll talk with Jeremy and Robert again from the neighborhood in the Ashland Community Kitchen. Please give this worthy cause. I had no idea the reach of this. So we'll reiterate that when we come back right after this.
You hear the words banking convenience. Well, at Citizens Bank of Kentucky, we take it to the next step. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year with our new ATMs. To make a deposit, follow the easy steps. The Citizens Bank of Kentucky ATM will accept your deposits, and you can deposit cash and checks at the same time.
Citizens Bank of Kentucky, the right bank for your life.
At Tri-State Pawn and Jewelry, not only do we have the best deals, but we also make your purchases easy and convenient with our no fees layaway program.
No fees?
Just 10% down, 10% monthly payments for 10 months on any item in our store, excluding new handguns. Tri-State Pawn and Jewelry offers this fantastic layaway program at all 3 of our locations: 4250 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, 519 4th Avenue, Huntington, 522 29th Street, Huntington. Visit Tri-State Pawn and Jewelry today. Quality jewelry for less, much less. Whether you're looking for your dream home or interested in better rates and terms for your existing one, City National Bank's experienced mortgage lenders can help you find the product that fits your needs, like City's Champion Mortgage, which offers no down payment, no private mortgage insurance, and low closing costs, which lets you save your cash. It's available on adjustable rate mortgages only. Stop by any of our 7 local offices in Greenup, Russell, downtown Ashland, Walmart, KDMC, Cedar Knoll, and Grayson. Or to find a branch near you, log on to bank@city.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Lewis Family Care on Midland Trail in Ashland is board certified. Family medicine, primary care clinic accepting new patients. If it's osteopathic, manipulative therapy you need, see Dr. Matthew T. Lewis, D.O. For other family medical needs, see Eilena Boggs, PRN. Call 606-928-7755 for the caring, professional, board certified medical practitioners at Lewis Family Care, your primary care clinic, 6572 Midland Trail Road, Ashland. That's 606-928-7755. The Coffee Dock is now open at the Ashland YMCA. You asked for it, we delivered. The Coffee Dock at the Ashland YMCA is open Monday through Friday, 5:30 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday 1 to 8. All kinds of delicious flavors with healthy options and food specials. That's the Coffee Dock, open now at the Ashland YMCA, 5:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday, Saturday 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday 1 to 8. Plus, the YMCA gym is open 24/7. No excuses.
Your daughter would not want you to tell anybody.
That's right. And the fun we have during the breaks here at the Ashland Community Kitchen Telethon. I want to have Jeremy and Robert again reiterate what they do and the importance of your giving.
I'm Robert Ray. I'm the director of the Community Kitchen. We feed 3 meals a day, every day, except for Saturday and Sunday. Breakfast from 8 to 9 every morning, hot breakfast. We have lunch from 11:30 to 12:30. We have dinner from 4:30 to 5. Come out. It doesn't have to be you're down on your luck. Maybe you just want to come out and help support the people that are there. That's right. I think that's what we need the most right now. So come on out, volunteer, help us out.
So let me jump right on that because I love what he said because it's so true. You don't just need to come through the doors if you need a meal. The truth is a lot of people come through our doors, they just need hope. And we've kind of seen this a lot in the last few months, and it's kind of inspired us to start a new program. So starting in January, we've got this program called the Table Project. And what we're doing, we're asking for volunteers not to just come in and scoop the corn, because there's this area in between you and the client. That it feels safe. We're asking you to sit at the table because we believe that there is power in communication, there's power in conversations, and there is legit great things that can happen in hope. We think that people can go from homelessness to housing programs because of the conversations. We think that people can go from brokenness to breakthrough because of the conversations. And so this table project is just saying, will you sit at the table with the clients and ask them their name? Because if you can remember their name a week from now and you come and sit at the same table and you say, hey, Jim, how's your week going? I think it changes the trajectory. Mm-hmm. And so if you are important enough to remember, if your story is important enough to be told and to be heard, I think people, they move a little bit differently when they are believed in, and where dignity is added back in. So I think relationships through conversations matter. And so we're looking for volunteers. Yeah. Come on out. It costs you time. It's not, and it costs you a little bit of your heart too, because sometimes we need to be vulnerable. And honestly, we need to tell these people our lives are messy too. we don't have this thing figured out. It's not a Rubik's Cube that we got mastered. It's okay to be messy. It's okay to be broken, but guess what? I just don't want you to do that alone. And so the table project at the community kitchen, we want to have conversations at every meal that people know that they matter. And then through those conversations, after a few weeks or months, we just say, hey, did you know about this program? Let me walk you across the hallway. Let me see if we can help you a place to stay tonight. Or, hey, did you know that these places are hiring? You can make $12, $15 an hour if you work, 3 blocks away. It's unique when someone earns and their chin goes up, and I provided for my kids.
Mm-hmm.
We want everyone to have that opportunity. And so if you're interested in volunteering, we'd love to have you. But you know what? Listen, we've got 25 minutes. We got goals to meet tonight, and we're thankful for the phone calls, but don't give up now. Let's go. Hit these phone lines, guys. We would love to win this battle tonight.
Absolutely. And like I said, the outreach to me is just amazing. I thought it was just basically a food pantry. But there's so much more with haircuts and showers. Elucidate on that a bit.
So interestingly, when this started about 20 years ago, there are 6 or 7 different nonprofit organizations in the neighborhood. All these organizations existed before, but the truth was they were miles apart. And so when a client woke up, they had to decide, do I want food or do I need a jacket because it's cold? And they were 6.5 miles away. And so a lot of the directors and the boards got together and said, man, we should probably work together on this. And what it did, it met a lot of needs under one roof. But then it also amplified the need for their products, because now the people who were regulars at the community kitchen, which used to be right across from the Paramount, if you remember, at the Episcopal Church right across the street, now all those people had the access to the clothes at the dressing room from Federated Charities. So now they're all into one group, and now all these needs are being met. And so, and it's built to feel like a mall too. Like the dressing room, it's not just boxes with S, M, L, or XL. It's not just, hey, go pick through it and get your extra large shirt.
No.
It feels like JCPenney. Yeah. And it's for a reason. We want them to have the experience of taking their hand on the coat hangers and moving them back and forth, and clean start where they can get a shower, a haircut, general mill, hygiene supplies. I know right now, the dressing room's getting ready they're doing a rummage sale this weekend. They're doing a coat and blanket drive right now because it's, as you all know, this week it got pretty cold. All of a sudden, out of nowhere. But River City's Harvest. Did you guys hear about them yet tonight?
Not tonight, no.
So every morning they get up in their box trucks, go to Walmart and Foodland and Kroger, and they get expiring food that's about to expire, bring it back, measure it out, and they supply food to over 30 local food pantries. They did over 1 million pounds of food last year.
Wow.
And so 30 local food pantries are supplied by River City's Harvest.
And they also supplied us with 3,500 pounds last month.
Last month?
Last month.
3,500 pounds. So when you work together, you get a lot more done. And I feel like that's the model of the neighborhood, and our directors are incredible at that because our people deserve it. And so we want to give them the best support we can, and we figured out we can give our best when we work together. So it's been a fun thing.
Oh, here he comes.
Here's
Dickie.
The appearance of Dickie Tiller bringing us some more good
You
news.
see someone say, go Tomcats, look what happened now.
Go Lions. Mm-hmm.
Judy, who is that?
This is from Ken Osborne.
Mr. Osborne,
He's
thank you.
donating $20. It says, go Lions.
Go Lions.
Trying to match the Go Tomcats.
Yes. Oh, we can get all these
This
sports
one,
figures.
Musketeers, what Fairview Eagles. We'll take California teams right now.
Right.
Call.
Because this is worldwide on Kool TV. So if you're watching us, thank you. And just because you may not be in this immediate area, you can still give. We'd love to. You got that Venmo QR code on the screen there. So please do that. We'll tally all that up. And I know, like in many things like this, the total that we say tonight will grow because there are other folks giving through that and so forth. So let us take another break, and we'll be back and talk to the sheriff one more time here in Boyd County and get his thoughts on all that his outfit does for the community. When we come back.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Border Sporting Goods has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders also has baits in every size and style with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
When you need to say happy birthday, get well, thinking of you, or any other special occasion, say it with flowers from Fields Flower Shop in Ashland and Grayson. Fields Flower Shop can also take care of your sympathy needs, and they carry a nice selection of silk flowers, balloons, and fruit baskets. And they have provided quality service since 1920. Call 606-324-2184. That's 606-324-2184. Fields Flower Shop in Ashland and Grayson.
And we welcome you back to our Ashland Community Kitchen Telethon. Only about, 20 minutes ago, less than 20 minutes ago. We need your help. We're going to find out more about how many have been served. I want to talk to Sheriff Jamie Reese of Boyd County now. And you see a lot of this need as you and your men are out and about, and women.
We do, and we're limited on our resources, and thankfully we have. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell this. I've been in office about 300 days, and like I said, we've been driven to try to give back to our community in any way we can, not just from a law enforcement perspective, but anything we can do to help make our area better, safer, more productive. As a matter of fact, Jeremy will tell you, I'm out on the road. I'm not just sitting behind a desk. I like to be involved. I'm a talker. I love to mingle with our community members, and at school level, elderly level, all of it really matters to me, and I'm passionate about that. And I was working probably a couple of months ago, Jeremy, I called you, had a guy that was passing through our area, wasn't causing a problem, been walking for days, a veteran on the guardrail looking for any kind of help he could get. Wow. And I was fortunate to have a good conversation with this gentleman, and he was just trying to make it back to his home and didn't want to bother anybody. He was just taking a break, and some people were concerned with his welfare, and thankfully they called and we made arrangements. My first phone call actually was to Jeremy and said, hey, I've got this gentleman just trying to make it back home, but he's been on the road a couple of days, didn't have a whole lot, was having some down luck, had one family member, but he didn't really want to bother them with his burden. And actually had a great conversation with him on the way from the interstate to where Jeremy and them are located. And Jeremy said, well, we're not quite open, but we'll take care of him. So I called Jeremy. He's like, do you need me to come up there? And I was like, nope, I'll put him in the car. I'll make sure he gets down there. And we want to make sure this gentleman's taken care of and try to do what we can to get him back to where he was heading. And we were able to do that, but it's just a communication, and everybody being on the same page with the goal of trying to get him the food, which we did, and was able to actually even get him back to where he was going. Jeremy provided some additional resources to get this gentleman back to where he was from. And, you find out a lot about a person, like you said, in a short amount of time. And so that's just one of the many things. Like I said, our area is limited, so we all have to kind of work together and sometimes think outside of the box on how can we help these people, whether it's food or lodging. I know our mental illness, I see a lot more of that. And a lot of people are living on their own. They'll do really good if we take them to get hospitalization somewhere. But once they get home, at the hospital, somebody's there to help you see that you're taking your medicine. they go home and they're good for a week or so, and then they resort back and start having problems because there's nobody there to help manage. So a lot of times we find ourselves going back and dealing with the same people. And it's not necessarily all their fault. There's just not a lot of resources.
Sure.
And it's everybody's kind of got their hands tied. We just have to work together and try to find, as we're working forward, try to find more solutions and more area resources that we can help them with, and hopefully get them some stability and somebody that can kind of oversee what they're doing. But I think we're heading in the right direction. I really do. I think everybody's got a good team that works together here in our area local. And like I said, it takes a lot of people, a lot of hands, from volunteer to these gracious people that have donated. It's like that with anything that we do. We do Shop with a Cop, and people are just amazing. You'll be shopping with these kids, and people will come out and say, I want to donate to the FOP.
Right.
They see the cause, and they've just got very big, kind hearts. It's one thing, our area, despite what people may say about it, we're a strong community, and you're stronger together. We don't need to be at each other for different things. Let's work for one common goal, and that's to make sure we can provide the best things we can for our area people. So,
Amen. Amen. Our producer director over here in the other corner, Jeff Irwin, can you flip up that video again that Ben shot for us while we talked to Jeremy Holbrook, who is the director of the neighborhood, and Jeff Irwin, our wonderful producer, who works with me on High Q as well, and Robert Ray, director of the Community Kitchen. And just sort of tell us what we're seeing here, gentlemen.
Well, I mean, inside the kitchen, swinging door, I think that's kind of what Jeremy kind of alluded to there was, that's the barrier between us and the clients, and that's what we're trying to get past. You have your double ovens there, looks like we made some beef stew or some mixed vegetables there. But yeah, all of the commodities that we have, they come in every month. The kitchen's, pretty stocked right now. We're not hurting for, providing meals for the clients. We were talking earlier, and, the kitchen serves about 5,000 meals a day, or a month, I'm sorry. But we serve about 5,000 meals a month. So yes, all of your contributions here are really helping us out.
And Jeremy, what can you add for us here? What we're seeing and what else you do with as the director of the neighborhood?
So what you don't see in this video are the faces that are smiling when they come in and when they leave. And I think that's a big important thing. I remember I got moved to tears last year during the holiday season. I was walking through and I heard music. I didn't know where it was coming from. But I was walking down the hallway and I looked in. There was actually a lady playing the cello, Christmas carols, during a lunch hour. And they had the tables dressed up. They had the dice decorations on the top of it. And it was guys, we're not talking like a lunch meal. We're not talking grab a tray and have your square pizza. It was, here is a nice meal because you deserve it as a person. You didn't have to do anything special. You didn't have to jump through hoops. You matter to us. We want you to know that you're important. And maybe you're in a little bit of a mess right now in life. Maybe some decisions have cost you. But we still believe that you can get back. And so watching those people leave with dignity, watching them say, man, they believe so much in me that they would go to, the volunteers believed in me so much that they would be here to feed me. It's a beautiful thing.
So another way of giving, and you just mentioned the lady playing the cello. Somebody has a talent like that.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, why not come down on our Thanksgiving Day, and we can definitely, I'm sure Jeremy could
Hey, artists, hey, musicians,
Yeah.
A lot of us have some time off from schools or work during the Thanksgiving and the Christmas holidays. Message us. Let us know that you're available, because we'd love to, not only treat our clients to that, but we want to showcase you. We want to show our area how amazing, how talented our people are. We'd love to have you there.
And this would be a great way for a school choir or
Sure,
a little jazz band or somebody. I played trombone in junior high and high school, but it would scare many people.
So what are you doing Friday at breakfast? We can get that.
I can talk their ear off. But we can play The Price is Right. I'm the game master, so we can come. I've got a Wheel of Fortune thing. They can, we can play Wheel of Fortune. That's what I do. That's the fun I have and enjoy doing things like that.
But everybody's got something.
Yeah.
And I think that's the whole thing about community. Everybody's got their thing. And it may be let's have a game. It may be let's sit at a table and talk. It may be music, but share your thing, whatever that is, because I promise you there's someone else that has that thing too. And so we're looking to connect that.
Judy, I see where perhaps Gary Newman's plea paid off. We have yet another pastor.
We have Jeff Ferguson. He is the pastor at Highland Heights Baptist Church in Catlettsburg, and he has donated $50.
Good man.
So
We will add that to our list. That puts us over 1,900. I know we're going to go to more than 2,000
Let's go.
tonight. And just because we're going to leave in about 10 minutes doesn't mean that you have to quit giving. So please use that Venmo QR code on your screen while we're here. And those numbers, 606-920-9565 or 800-551-1057, while there may not be somebody here to answer later on, or if you get the urge to call during the night, we have an answering machine.
that's right.
And we'll take that and we'll listen to that in the morning. And we'll kind of update you as we go along. We need to take one more break and then we'll be back to wrap it up here. But please, please, please give. As you see, this is more than just food. It's a community, and our community, especially here in the tri-state, needs a lot of help through no fault of their own sometimes. And you can help these people by simple donation of money, a donation of your time, whatever you can do to give back, because there's so many of us so blessed that sometimes we don't think about others, sadly, and we should, as God commands us to do, to think of others and put them first before you. So please, please, please give, and we'll be right back with our telethon right after this.
You hear the words banking convenience. Well, at Citizens Bank of Kentucky, we take it to the next step. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year with our new ATMs. To make a deposit, follow the easy steps. The Citizens Bank of Kentucky ATM will accept your deposits, and you can deposit cash and checks at the same time.
Citizens Bank of Kentucky, the right bank for your life.
At Tri-State Pawn and Jewelry, not only do we have the best deals, but we also make your purchases easy and convenient with our no-fees layaway program.
No fees?
Just 10% down, 10% monthly payments for 10 months on any item in our store, excluding new handguns. Tri-State Pawn and Jewelry offers this fantastic layaway program at all 3 of our locations: 4250 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, 519 4th Avenue, Huntington, 522 29th Street, Huntington. Visit Tri-State Pawn and Jewelry today. Quality jewelry for less. Much less. Whether you're looking for your dream home or interested in better rates and terms for your existing one, City National Bank's experienced mortgage lenders can help you find the product that fits your needs, like City's Champion Mortgage, which offers no down payment, no private mortgage insurance, and low closing costs, which lets you save your cash. It's available on adjustable rate mortgages only. Stop by any of our 7 local offices in Greenup, Russell, downtown Ashland, Walmart, KDMC, Cedar Knoll, and Grayson. Or to find a branch near you, log on to bank@city.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Lewis Family Care on Midland Trail in Ashland is board certified. Family medicine, primary care clinic, accepting new patients. If it's osteopathic, manipulative therapy you need, see Dr. Matthew T. Lewis, D.O. For other family medical needs, see Eileen Boggs, PRN. Call 606-928-7755 for the caring, professional, board certified medical practitioners at Lewis Family Care, your primary care clinic, 6572 Midland Trail Road, Ashland. That's 606-928-7755. The Coffee Dock is now open at the Ashland YMCA. You asked for it, we delivered. The Coffee Dock at the Ashland YMCA is open Monday through Friday, 5:30 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday 1 to 8. All kinds of delicious flavors with healthy options and food specials. That's the Coffee Dock, open now at the Ashland YMCA, 5:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday, Saturday 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday 1 to 8. Plus, the YMCA gym is open 24/7. No excuses.
And welcome back to our what's been a very enlightening 2 hours here on Kool TV through Kool Hits 105.7, our YouTube page that we like to utilize a lot. Jeremy Holbrook, Director of Neighborhood, and Robert Ray, Director of Community Kitchen. Sheriff Jamie Reese is here. We had Sonia Newman and other talented people that came to sing and they didn't dance this year. Maybe we can get some dancers in here. Griffin Mason from Marathon, who plays a lot here and there. We thank them very much. We thank the folks that you've seen that help sponsor this to get it on the air. We'd love to do it next year as well, because there's always a need, not only at this time of year, but all throughout the year. So you're giving now, you have no idea the outreach that can be for somebody that is in need. And Jeremy and Robert, if you want to elucidate on anything with your meals, your Thanksgiving thing, anybody can come by. Doesn't doesn't have to
I
be.
think that's kind of what Jeremy was talking about earlier. Like it's more than just a monetary donation. Time is precious for all of us. We all have things. We all have lives. We all have things that we're wanting to do with our everyday life. But 30 minutes a day. Come in, hang out, have a meal with us. The food is great. Come in, have a meal with us. Sit down with our clients. Talk to them. Let them know, like, hey, look, it's okay. But yeah, every day, come in.
I think for me, the final thing I'd like to say is, who were the people that influenced you when you needed them the most? I think back to my teenage years. I had a special guy who was a youth pastor at a church. My parents were busy. They just became grandparents, and their influence was being grandparents, and I needed that voice, that influence of someone to kind of guide me where I needed to go, because I would have been a mess without him. But I think we've all had those people that were the first ones that when we fell down, they pick us up, dust us off, and kind of give us back on track. And I know that we would all think of somebody, and I think that's a magical thing. But I also think that we also get to have that opportunity to become that somebody for others. But even the helpers need helpers.
Yeah.
And so take the time. And again, it's not rocket science, NASA stuff. If you can sit at a table and tell somebody that they matter, that is a very important thing to do. You could change the trajectory of somebody's life just by having a small conversation over a decent meal. And so, I want to implore you to consider that. Find a way in the next few months to give an hour over a meal with people that might need you. Man, guys, I'm proud of you for keep calling in. Look at this. Good people. I like these people calling in. They're good ones.
So we have another.
Chauncey there.
Go ahead, Judy.
So right now we have, with that,
We had
$2,195.
Yeah, we had an anonymous $250 gift, and we've got yet two more. Chauncey Griffith,
And
Bill Boblet
Mr.
from
Boblet,
Boyd County
great man.
Schools. So almost $2,200 as of right now. And again, you don't have to stop giving, please. The challenges have been out for other law enforcement from our incredible sheriff here, Jamie Reese, and Gary Newman, pastor of his church, challenged all the pastors and worship leaders. So please, we implore you to give. And we just will have Robert perhaps wrap up things here with us.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you for doing this. I think we talked just a minute ago. It is something that we do, every year. I would really enjoy that, and talk to Jeremy, get some of the other directors inside of the building. The neighborhood is a great start for a lot of people, regardless of where you're at. We want you to come down. We want you to help us. We want you to sit at our table. We want you to, not necessarily just give monetarily, but also, just give time. It's really that simple. Shout out to all the people that, donated today. We truly appreciate it. You're looking at, $21.95, dollar a day. How many meals are we going to serve there?
Yeah.
Right. So not only that, but we do have some needs whenever we're preparing our Thanksgiving dinner. So we do. We also have a pantry in the back that I donate to Dickie Tiller. I think he serves about 75 boxes to his church. So we also give in other ways outside of the kitchen, other than serving you a hot meal. We'll also be a pickup location for the senior boxes. So any of those things, it's a great resource. Stop in, find myself, find Jeremy, any of the directors inside of the building. We can help you.
And are there
Absolutely.
specific hours that people can come? And
The neighborhood is open 10 to 3, 10 to 3 every day, right? Except for Saturday and
Monday
Sunday.
through Friday, 10 to 3.
Right.
and your part?
My part is 8 to 9, Monday through Friday for breakfast. On Fridays we do a bag lunch or we do pizzas, and then we don't serve dinner on Fridays. But then we serve 11:30 to 12:30 lunch, and then dinner we do 4:30 to 5 every day.
An incredible
Except for
outreach for folks that need just a little hand. And I think, like Jeremy said, if it hadn't been for somebody reaching out to him one time, I think we've all been there, had a mentor or somebody that's really helped us along the way. So again, we thank all of our wonderful sponsors that you've seen across the screen tonight, Jeremy and Robert and Sheriff Jamie and Regis Philbin and Kelly Lee Ripa here. We we thank you.
Best we can do.
And Jeff Irwin, our producer, director of this, and our little Haiku show will start taping here soon. We just thank you all so much. Those of you that have given, please don't stop giving. We'll still be here when the camera goes off of YouTube. So God bless you, and we'll see you here soon.